Fiona Thomas. I'm a class teacher at a school in Cardiff. I actually teach year 2, so my apologies if you're all secondary and you think, what's this got to do with me? Perhaps what will have to do with you is you're looking to think, well, if they're doing that in year 2, perhaps I can extend it and do more as I go on. I'm talking to you about Google Apps in my classroom. And for anyone who doesn't know what Google Apps are, they're a set of tools. It's all based up in the cloud. It's free. Google Apps for Education is free for schools. Everybody in your institution will get a free account, get an email, a calendar, there's a document, so they call it Drive, loosely based on the Office, but again it's all free, and it's most of the things we use on Office without all the extra fancy stuff. And this is where I'm not that example. Right, the first thing we did was set up what we call a landing page. This was using Google Sites. This is for easy access. The children and the staff can all log in. You can see where the calendar's got 31, documents, sites, and email. They can log on instantly. We've also added some of the websites that we use, no class dojo, we do use that, and some of the other things that we use. So it's all there in one place, and the staff can use it quickly and easily. The next thing I did was I did a link to staff planning. And basically I downloaded Google Drive at home. The staff planning is on the Google Drive. I used to use Dropbox, I don't anymore because Google Drive, I just literally, it's there on my computer. I log in, I do my planning, it goes into the little file, and it's just there in school as well because the link is there. It's so easy, I don't use memory sticks anymore, I don't even have to upload or download. The main documents, the comparisons for Word is very, very simple. And this for year 2, they've written up a poem. What is lovely about Google Apps is that there's this thing called revision history. So the year 2 child, she typed up 10 things I found in a wizard's pocket. I went to revision history, and you can actually see, I can see how long it took her to type it up, and I can see there's proof of editing. She's gone back, look, she's read it to herself, there's a word that's missing, there's a capital letter changed into a very small letter changed into a capital. It's all early evidence of actually changing. We've also set homework for a group. We do something in the junior school, and I don't know if they do it further on. We do something called hot seating. And we were reading some books by a little boy called Horrid Henry. And we had to pretend, it was all part of a character study, that Horrid Henry was going to come into the classroom. What questions would you ask him? The children all went off, wrote on a whiteboard, came back to me. I typed up their questions on this document. I then shared it with my class. As optional homework that night, because they are just 6 or 7, they could go on and they could answer the questions, but they had to pretend they were Horrid Henry. And this is great because it actually gives them a chance to get into the characters. It's the beginning of empathy. The next day we actually did the hot seating. The children who had actually done the homework were really good. They really got into the character and they kind of led the way. It was a super session. Over Christmas I had a book called Oops, Teaching Children to Learn Accidentally, and it was pretty good, and there's a very, very amusing little anecdote halfway through where he's used hot seating with Florence Nightingale, and he was saying if you don't give children the chance to plan and think and get into the character, they come up with things like, Florence, what was your favourite football team? And when he comes later I can say, I had some pretty sensible questions, really, very well, they are 6 or 7. What you can't see is ones that say, have you got a computer? Google Sites, the year 2s are starting to make web pages. Year 4 make websites. Year 2 have done this, they talked about Guy Fawkes, we did it as part of the English part of a topic. Why do we have one finite? Who is this guy and what's it all about? They've written up what they found using Google Sites. What is lovely about this is they did it in school. They took it home, they showed Mum, and within a few hours, Grandpa and Grandma in India were also reading it as well. It was there for an audience and was shared. I've used Google Forms for DT. The children had to make sandwiches for, they had to make toast this group, for a certain person. I put this on my webpage, and mums and dads filled it in, how do you like your toast? And the child makes a piece of toast. They had a practice in my lesson, and they all made them on the weekend as well, especially for mum and dad. Spreadsheets and presentations are also available through Google Apps. I haven't used a lot yet with year 2, but next week we're all going to be measuring how tall we are, and we're measuring our feet, and we're doing a really giddy scientific experiment. Do taller people have bigger feet? We can all put our information in the spreadsheet at the same time. I can take them up to the IT room. We can all do it in 5-10 minutes. The email is safe. You can switch it on or you can switch it off. At the moment, your tools are switched off. If I want it switched on, I can then make a walled garden so they can only email each other. If I then go on a school trip, I could let perhaps Cardiff Castle come in. They can email Cardiff Castle, but no one else. Later on, you can open it up. You can have a blacklist, which perhaps the older children might need. If you want to know more, there is loads out there. A really great man on Twitter called Ian Addison has done an under 10 minutes video. He's done a lot of under 10 minutes. He tells you all about Google Apps in under 10 minutes. But there are some other things, ideas to inspire and interesting ways. Loads and loads of different ways to use Google Apps. It's free. You don't have to download it. It's really easy to use. There's ideas on the web from at least younger year 2 right up to university. Have a look. Google it.